Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you are doing great. And yes, I know that I was missing from YouTube for a very long period of time. I was not there on YouTube for approximately 2 months. I'm sure people who follow me on Instagram would know in bits and pieces what exactly happened in last 2 months. But yes, there are many people who do not know. So I thought of filming this video, and I simply do not want to let you guys know, but I also want to share a few things that I have gone through in my life, and I thought of sharing it with you guys because there could be many people like me who have gone through this bad phase and who have faced these things. And yeah, I hope I can be some kind of inspiration to you guys. So people who know me or the people who have watched my previous YouTube videos, my Q&A video, they would actually know the reason why I started my YouTube channel, and they would also know about my mother's illness. So guys, my mom was ill for approximately 1.5 to 2 years, and she was getting treated for her disease, but things went wrong, and unfortunately I lost her in the month of September, which was the last month. So I lost her in September, 10th of September. And before that I was in hospital. I was visiting hospital, my hometown, in and out of the hospital things, and you know how things go, right? So I was completely occupied there. Of course, it wasn't expected, and it happened all of a sudden. Things got really worse, and this was something which I did not expect, and nobody expected, because my mom was recovering from her illness. But I don't know, that's what the destiny was, I think. As I said earlier, that I want to talk about a few things that I have gone through. Honestly guys, if I tell you, initially I thought of not talking about it and not filming a video about it, but I gathered some courage and I thought of talking about these things, so that even if someone who is going through a bad phase in his or her life can get a bit of motivation. So the first thing guys that I want to talk about is that when I was going through this phase, when I was in the hospital time, in August time, when I was in hospital, I was not able to film a YouTube video because I'm sure you would know it's a different thing altogether. But I was trying to connect with you on Instagram, and I was trying to post stories, post pictures, you know how IG thing works. I was trying to do all of that, A, to make a connect with you guys, B, to let you guys know what exactly is happening in my life, because I do treat you as my family, right? And I think that you should know what exactly is happening in my life. Now, I cannot discuss all my personal life on my social life, but yes, I can discuss a few things that I think can actually help, or can actually motivate, or can actually inspire you in a way. So yeah, as I was talking, when I was in hospital, I used to post a few pictures. I used to take out 10 to 15 minutes in like 5 to 7 hours. Whenever I used to get time, I used to go on IG, I used to go on online, I used to post pictures. But there were a few people who were actually not able to understand this. They had a blockage, they had a mind blockage. People think that, oh, she is not affected by her mother's illness, or that is not of utmost importance, and that's the reason she's active on social media. But that is absolutely wrong, because I was there, A, for my mental peace. If out of 7 to 10 hours of hustle, if I'm trying to manage 5 minutes for myself, so that I get motivated and I get a lot of energy to work again and to inspire, it gives you kind of energy, it gives you kind of mental peace. So I don't think there's anything wrong in it. B, I am an influencer, I'm a blogger, and I want to make a connect with you, and as I said earlier, I want to keep you guys posted. Now the thing is guys, this brings me to the second thing, which is that people fail to understand an influencer's, a YouTuber's, a blogger's job. Even when I lost my mother, and when I resumed to my work, which is of course dependent on social media, people failed to understand that, because they come with a perception and they come with a mindset that people post pictures, people post videos only when they want to share a few memories, or they want to share their happiness with the other people, with their friends and family. But now things have changed, right? I am an influencer, I'm a blogger, that's my job, that's my work. I'm happy and I want to share what I'm doing in my life is something different. But even if I'm not discussing that, or even if I'm not sharing that part of my life, still I have many other things that are related to social media for which I need to be present on social media. So that's what the thing is. People fail to understand that, and which did break my heart at a level that, shit man, what do people think about me? They think that it doesn't impact her, and she doesn't care, she is, all those kind of things, which really breaks your heart. Because I know what I'm going through, I know what I have gone through, I know that what losing a mother means. I lost my mother. She was the closest person in my life. She is the person whom I love the most on the face of this earth. So it did, it did break my heart. And but that's fine. I got to I made myself understand this, that dude, everyone is not gonna understand what you're going through, but there are many people who are understanding, who are supporting, who are empathizing with you. Just concentrate on these people. But so later on, I got used to it, and I'm like, okay, fine, let me just not lose my thoughts because of a few people who think that it isn't right. And but the sad part is, I used to think that it's all about generation gap and people who are actually in our mothers, in our aunts age group or uncles age group, won't understand. No, even people like us, people who are in their mid-20s, who are in their early 20s, early 30s, even they fail to understand, and even they are the one who bitch about you, which is really shocking. Because I think we are modern, we have already stepped into modern India, but no, not really. So this is one thing that I wanted to talk about. People need to understand the difference between a person's work, a person's job, and the things that he or she is doing for his happiness. Also, now there is one more thing. Actually, when I was thinking about all of these situations, the other thing which I really felt deep down my heart, that even if I am not an influencer, let's say, right, even if my job is not related to be active on social media, still I think I do have that right to try to keep myself at peace, right? I mean, when a person goes through this bad phase in his or her life, and it is not really related to a death in the family or in the friend circle, it can be related to anything. If a person has lost his job, a person is not happy in his or her relationship, a person is not happy in his or her family thing, the circumstances that he or she is into, regardless of what the reason behind the thing is, still people have all the right to try to come out of that, to bounce back. And how? Because if we won't, then who will? Guys, I'm telling it to you with my personal experience, because when I lost my mom, after that there was a phase when I was only talking about my mom's death, right? People visit you, relatives visit you, this and that, and all of that. And constantly I was just getting into the flashbacks of what exactly has happened, and I was just talking about it, and I found myself depressed at a level, because even if I thought of thinking something else, I couldn't. Now, I'm not blaming the people or the relatives who visited me. I'm really grateful to them that they came and they empathized with me. But I'm sharing my bit of a story that, this is what I faced. I was feeling low, I was depressed, I was not at all happy. But you have to be strong, and being a single child, you have to be there for your dad, and that's what I did, and that's how I gained my courage, and that's how I bounced back. That, dude, you need to be available for your dad. He has lost his wife, so better be available for him, better be there for him. And that's the same thing my dad did for me. That, okay, she lost her mother, so let me, so we were supporting each other, and I think that's the only thing that actually helped us, because we were trying to avoid that kind of conversation with each other. We were trying to avoid talking about my mom, so that it doesn't hurt, and it doesn't get us back to all those memories. But eventually it was happening in my head, and I'm sure it was happening in my dad's head too. So yeah, coming back to the point, I want to say that if a person decides to get out of that phase, I think he or she is allowed to go out, to laugh, to try to be happy, right? It is very difficult. What is going here is something that no one can understand, right? I mean, for example, let me talk about Friday or Saturday, I'm not too sure when. I was at home. I was so lonely. I was feeling so low. I was full of negative thoughts. So I thought, and I decided to go for a movie, and I went for a movie. I did go out. Now, if I'll tell someone that, oh, I went for a movie, there could be a possibility that some people will say, oh, abhi to such things have happened in her life and she is out there. But I went out so that I do not lose my train of thoughts. Otherwise, there was a huge blockage which was there on my way, and I was again getting into that nutshell of depression, which I didn't want to. So I think I'm allowed to visit that thing of happiness, and I need to get out of it. Of course, no one can ever fill that space for me. Of course, no one can ever fulfill the space of your mother, or for that matter anyone. But eventually we have to live, right? We need to make sure that we are happy. If we are happy, I think she'll also there somewhere looking at us, and she'll be happy that, okay, at least the people whom I love the most are happy in their lives. So yeah, eventually you have to move on, and you have to try to move on. So I just want to say to people that, guys, if you are going through any bad phase in your life, please do not let yourself overshadowed by such feelings, by such thoughts. Try to go out, try to talk to people, try to watch movie, listen to music, go on a trip, whatever can make you happy and whatever can give you mental peace. Actually, I think it's all about mental peace, because at that point in time, happiness cannot be considered. And the kind of person I am, my happiness is all related to my mental peace. If I'm fucked up here, I mean, sorry to curse, but yes, if I am not happy here, if something is wrong here, I cannot be happy, right? So you should be at peace with yourself at the end of the day. So for that, whatever requires, you should do it. That's what I want to say to all of you. Please do not do not let yourself drown because of what your auntie will say, what your uncle will say, or how society will react. No, because when you will not be happy, they won't be coming to help you or support you. And even if they are, right, you have to fight your own battle. So I think you should be the one who should be taking care of yourself, because once you'll be able to take care of yourself, then only you'll be able to take care of the people who are around you, whom you love. If you will be into that nutshell of negative thoughts, depression, then how will you take care of other people, right? That's what I got, and that's what I strongly felt. I resumed to work within, like, after 15 days, 20 days of break. I'm trying to work. Yes, I started by posting pictures. I started by getting clicked. I was not very confident about filming a video and talking on camera, because it's a different thing. Even right now, when I'm in front of the camera, I know what is going on in my deep inside my heart. I'm not too sure how you people will react to it, but yeah, I wanted to talk, so I decided to talk, and I am talking, right? So these are the two things that I want to share. A, don't let people judge you, and even if they judge you, don't give a damn to it. B, try to find out things that will give you mental peace. It could be anything. Do that, okay? And it will take time, guys. It will take time, guys. I mean, if I talk about myself, it's been more than a month, but still I am not. Still I'm not at peace. Still I am, you know, I won't call I'm depressed, but still I'm not very energetic and very happy the way I used to be, right? I do not want to talk to a lot of people. I'm going through extreme mood swings. At times I feel disgusting about myself. That's what happens. But as soon as I get a lot of negative thoughts and I feel like these thoughts are empowering me, I start doing random things. I start watching television, I start reading books, I be on social media, I try to go out, talk to children, go to any NGO, talk to random people. That's what I try to do, so that I can avoid you know, that negative influence, because eventually I need to be there for my family too, right? And yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about. I don't know how much sense did it make to you guys, but I thought that I should, and that's the reason I did it. I hope you understand the gist of this video. And coming back to my presence on YouTube, so yes, now I'll try to be present and I'll try to make relevant content, and yeah, that's what it is. And I'll see you soon again. Thank you for listening to me, and take care of yourself. Bye. Love you.